have stuck with lines on this team, is it just because you're winning, or have you made a concerted effort to let guys play through
A little bit of
things?
both. A little bit of both. I think with this group, and I think it's kind of reading your team. With this group, I've tried to stay more patient and letting them work through it. But there are certain times in the game that it's just not working. We'll all change it. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't
Right.
in these type of situations. So I think for each coach, each individual team, it's a read, and I don't have a set plan as far as what I do with that. I just use my gut as far as what's going on that particular moment with our club.
But you've been more, would you say you've been more patient?
I've been more patient, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I have. Probably a few years ago, where Jens has really struggled. Uh, I'm not sure if I'd have given him as much opportunity. I think he's fine in his game now, and I think it is where I'm not bouncing him all over the place. I fought myself a month ago with him as far as what I was going to do with him.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I watched him play last year. I saw what he could do. I'm going to give him that, and he's such a good pro.
Yeah.
He's going to work through it. So that's why I've stayed patient there.
Lena was just saying the thing that impresses him almost more than the lines is how quickly roles have developed here.
Yeah.
Where guys
Yeah.
know what's expected of them, and that's made it easier for the lines to
Yeah,
succeed.
yeah. I think we're more comfortable with one another. Going during last year, when you come into that situation and just trying to figure out who's who, and them figuring out me, I think we're much more comfortable with one another. And it's I'm not so sure if it's roles. I think it's just a standard of play for the team.
Individuals
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
yeah.
Individually, but as a team too. I think we have to raise the standard if we want to compete in this league. And we've had a pretty good start here, but that means nothing. We have to be better because other teams are going to get better here as we go through, and that's the understanding. A young group has to understand, and a group that has simply gone along and played and said, this is okay.
Yeah.
That's why you end up in 27th
Yeah.
or wherever you're going to be. And so we always are trying to test ourselves mentally.
Just following up on that, does that happen by trial and error, or do you sit down at the start of the year and say, Sam Gagner can give us these things? So if I have to play him on the fourth line as a winger, and as a main guy on the puck,
No, see, like with Sam, it's a great question. We wanted Sam as a center.
okay,
When we talked about signing him, we wanted him as a center because we felt we need some more plays made out of the middle of the ice.
Okay.
And a right-handed center, too.
Right.
I don't think he's a center.
Yeah.
I don't think he played well as a center. I had him out of the lineup as a center.
Right.
We put him on the wing,
Yeah.
and it just seemed to work.
Okay.
So there's not a chance, and if a coach is telling you that they have it figured out before it happens on the ice and say, yeah, he's going to do this, that, the other thing, so I'm going to, that's bullshit.
Trial and error.
It is finding out what the player can do,
Okay.
and then trying to find him those spots that you feel his strengths are by watching him play first. And Sam Gagner is a perfect definition of that. And we make mistakes at it too. There's always going to be a little bit of a trial and error, and it may change 3 weeks later, depending on what's going on with that player and what's going on another player that wants his job. So that's where it all comes into play, and that's where kind of accountability comes into play. Is okay, great, you're doing it there now. You better keep on doing it because that guy's crawling up your ass here. He wants that spot too. So yeah, I hope I'm explaining
Yeah,
myself.
no, very well. Yeah, exactly. Well, what I was going to say is, so often we stand here and ask what's going wrong with the team. 90% of the subtext of questions that coaches are what's wrong with the team. Can you isolate a few of the things that have gone right for the team? And I don't know how superstitious you are. Even if you want to talk about it.
No. For this team here, there's one thing that has gone right for this team, and that is, I think they've conducted themselves by the right way by taking each day as it comes, not thinking about what happened wrong or good the day before or what's ahead of us. We are not good enough as a hockey club to worry about anything that happened before or what's going to happen in front of us here, the schedule, what's going on in front of us. We have to concentrate on what's going on this particular day. And I think we've made strides, even from last year that we're more professional about how we go about it. We're more businesslike on how we go about it. It to me was a bit of a country club. This is okay. We played pretty good, but we lost. But we were pretty good, so let's just get our practice done today. It's about each particular day and what is needed to get your work day in the proper way and do it right. Then let's worry about tomorrow. So I don't. I think we've just been a focus group on the day. I think that's a huge plus for this club.